Tomorrow on CBS.
Coming up on Action News 19, President Carter has a note of optimism on the Iran crisis.
And we'll show you a Western roundup from the air. Those and other reports in just a moment.
Mayor Davis is committed to orderly industrial growth, as well as maintaining the integrity of our residential areas and their growth where our children can work and live in a quality city.
I'm Joe Davis. I'd appreciate your vote on July the 29th.
WHNT Television, Channel 19, Huntsville.
From Huntsville, the news station presents Action News 19, a complete report of this day throughout the Tennessee Valley.
Welcome to this Lehigh Band edition of Action News. I'm Tom Kennemer. My co-anchor, Missy Ming, and I spent many years behind the news desk and remember reporting many outstanding accomplishments of the Lehigh Band. And tonight we'll share just a few of those stories.
Our first story takes us back to December of 1976. The Lee High School band members received special surprise at their Christmas concert with a phone call from Governor George Wallace announcing that the band will represent Alabama in President-elect Jimmy Carter's inaugural parade.
You know, they ask each 4 years when they inaugurate a president to designate a band from the state to go play an inaugural parade. And as the governor of the state, I want you to know that I decided and asked if you would accept the Lehigh.
And Representative Bob Albright got everybody and their brother who has been elected to any office in the city and the county to come. We had Mayor Joe Davis there, we had the city council members, we had city school board members, all of them came to our concert.
The band had to prepare for the trip by braving some of the coldest temperatures of the year and practiced in the Hick Building parking lot.
There were 192 members that included not only the band, but the Confederates dance team, the Flag Corps, and the Majorettes. The parade route was about 1.5 miles long and had 75 cameras positioned along the route.
Lee High School Marching Band, Bob, representing Alabama. Lee High School Band, Huntsville. The girls are called the Confederate Dancers. Speaking of awards, they won one, the Greatest Band in Dixie Awards in 1976.
The Lehigh Band was selected to represent Huntsville City Schools in the inaugural parade for Governor Fob James, held on January 15, 1979. The parade began around 10:45, and Lee was fifth in the procession, performing Alabama Jubilee as the group passed the reviewing stand.
Now we see the Lee High School Marching Generals. They're sucking their way into view, Dan.
Lee High School is in Huntsville, and Bob Baccus is their band director. Julie Nelson is head majorette.
The Generals were proud to have the opportunity in 1977 to represent Alabama in President Carter's inaugural parade. We can listen to them now.
And with the annual Lee Grissom game, the two bands have a rivalry for the best halftime show. The Generals did a standard pregame show with Stars and Stripes along with the Alma Mater and fight song. Grissom began its halftime show, the Lee Band hidden under the stands, dressed in 50s outfits.
And the lights went out and the spotlight searched the field. An explosion brought on the lights and exposed Elvis, portrayed by Joe Wilhold. With the band accompanying, he sang a medley of Presley's greatest hits.
We had crowds then, they really did, and it was a total thing. I remember the dance team at Lee, it was always strong, always good. They was as good as there was. And the cheerleaders were a big, big part of what we did in athletics back then. They were very good, and our band was always good. With Bob Baccus had the band at the time.
It's our circus show. We give a name to each one of our shows. The show we've been doing most of the year is our contest show. And this is our circus show.
Why do you do something like this, Bob?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. The kids have a lot of enjoyment out of this. They have as much fun. We've got a lot of parents here that are excited about this. And it's to entertain the public, and we promote school bands.
When the announcement was made that Bob Baccus would retire as band director, many of the students and parents wanted to convince him to stay. Missy Mean covered the story and filed this report.
Just 2 days after the Lehigh Band learned their band director of 14 years was resigning, they acted. All 200 of them tonight marched more than 6 blocks to his house to deliver a heart clencher. We love you, Mr. Baccus. You can't leave us. What do you say to that?
I don't know what to say. Oh, I got to sit down, okay? I see Mr. Owen over there. Did he not go to Florida?
He'll stay here for tonight.
Ooh.
Complete with parade permit and police escort, they wanted to convince him to stay.
You really think you can pull it off? Can you convince him to stay?
Well, we're going to try.
Why do you want him to stay?
Because we need him and we love him, and I mean, he just makes the band.
He's pretty good. I like him.
Do you think the band will miss him if you lose him?
Yeah, we will.
He's a real good band director, and I don't think we could do really most of the things that we get to do without him.
And why are you here?
Because he's a good band director, and he's done a lot for Lee High School.
I'll have to think on it, gang, okay? You let me think on it?
Don't wait too long.
I won't sleep any tonight after this. Y'all know what these things do to me.
That concludes this special show, and as we go, we'd like to leave you with some of the sights and sounds from the Lee Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the New Orleans Saints are honored to have our number this afternoon. The band that won the 1976 Greatest Band in Dixie contest from Huntsville, Alabama, the outstanding Lee High School Marching Generals.
Tell you something that I hope will make you happy. You know, they ask each 4 years when they inaugurate a president to designate a band from the state to go play an inaugural parade. And as the governor of the state, I want you to know that I decided and asked if you will accept the
Lee High School Marching Band, Bob, representing Alabama. Lee High School Band, Huntsville. Girls are called the Confederate Dancers. Speaking of awards, they won one, the Greatest Band in Dixie Awards in 1976.